Anyway, he's still alive. That is important.
It was not uncommon to find a pile of junk next to Hayward's workshop. People generally tried to avoid him, so they often just dumped any tools they had used next to his workshop for the bosun to find on his way out.
So that's why it's so messy, huh?
It seemed like the tub had recently been used by Captain Hendricks. It smelled of essence of camphor, which the captain used to treat his foot fungus.
Oh.
At least that's what my crewmate Emmat once told me.
I will not use that tub. I will not be using the tub. It's germs. Fungus germs.
The signing of the Treaty of Westminster is a scene widely depicted in Protectorate art. It is so revered because it represents a defining moment in the Protectorate's creation.
Brennan, old Bond. Want to see something exciting? Then don't look at the game over there. There's supposed to be a lot more room on the deck if we're not helping a senator move overseas. A bit scurvy.
Robert Stockson didn't pay as much as the first-class passengers, and there was no room for him among the crew, so he got a hammock on the gun deck. A blessing, since he snored like a bear.
Looks pretty comfortable.
One day, when I was cleaning the gun deck, a letter fell out of Rob's trunk. It was addressed to a man, and in it, Rob praised his godly appearance. Yes, I was wrong to have read it.
To my dearest Antinodes, I'm actually quite afraid to write you anything, even though I believe that it will never reach you. I'm so scared to put these words to paper that I won't send them to you, since I full well know that I have treated you like no man deserves. In our story, I am the ugly monster, and you are the handsome prince. Thus, you have all the reason to hunt me like the horrendous beast that I am. But I will never forget our time together as good friends, as love-struck companions starting their own business together, as amorous comrades for forging a future for themselves in the great wide world. That same world caught up to me. My dearest, my stamina has run out. Well, yours will no doubt be limitless, as it has always been, with shame, and I admit that I have spent the entire fortune of Stolson and Starver's confectionery on liquor and games, and now I'm a fool on the run from his own guilt. I believe it is for the better, for I only do your pain, and suffering is not a gift that I wish to bear you. Our nameless love shall end here, and now farewell, my Greek god. Whoa. Okay, so he likes a man. Okay. This is from Rob. Okay, guys. Wait, who is this again? Rob, new entry. Okay, let me refresh my memory here, guys. Who is this person? Who is this? Robert Stolson, is that him? What with the glasses? He was a young sailor who worked aboard the Herald to pay for his passage to the eastern colonies. A superstitious scaredy cat and notorious drunk, he often waved around a handkerchief to mask his bad alcohol breath. With the lack of room aboard the Herald, there was no other choice for Rob but to sleep in a hammock on the gun deck. Something the rest of the crew was grateful for. Okay, so that's him, guys. He is in love with another man. Right?
Robert Stockson didn't pay as much as the first-class passengers.
Yeah, I think that's him. He wrote the letter. Yeah, a lot of characters in the game already. I'm getting confused. And who are you guys? Matthew. Robert Stosen. Oh, that's you, Robert. Let's talk to Robert, guys. One moment, I need to think about this. They're playing what? They're playing dice? They're playing Yahtzee! I like Yahtzee. Come on, Rob, play your cards so we can finish this round. Hey, they're having a good time.
It seemed that many of Lewis's books were about botany and zoology. That is something I hadn't expected to discover about him. He seemed more the religious type to me.
Lewis. Why is his books here?
A large cupboard was among the senator's furniture. I wondered what skeletons it was hiding.
Wow! The senator staff. So I guess he's moving to a new colony, huh? He has furniture aboard the ship. First class only.
The clockmakers from the province of Switzerland are the finest anywhere in the Protectorate. Of course, the senator owned a particularly fancy grandfather clock of Swiss origin. A strangely shaped object stood in the corner of the gun deck. I couldn't really see what it was, but I had an inkling.
It looks like a piano. It has to be a piano.
A particularly large painting was carefully covered with a blanket. I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of those tasteful artistic nudes, like the ones my adoptive father often sold to rich upper-class men of a certain age.
Possibly. First class only.
Even with a blue coat, I wasn't allowed to enter the first-class cabins without a clear invitation by one of the passengers.
Oh. So even with a blue coat, I cannot roam free on the ship. There's still limitations here. Now, what is that?
The door to the cargo hold had been locked shut when we left the capital. It would only be opened again once we finally reached the eastern colonies.
Okay, that staircase is locked. Why is that locked?
I needed to go to the galley. Undra, the chef, was waiting for me there.
Is it downstairs, guys? We keep going down. Downstairs is locked too.
I needed to go to the galley. Undra, the chef, was waiting for me there.
Where is the galley? Is it that the way? Oh, galley. Opposite door. Okay.
Ah, my new help has arrived.
Hello. Undra Alberte.
I've never
chef.
seen you down here before, Devon. What have you done to deserve this sorry job?
I am new. We're only here for a week.
The captain didn't seem happy with my work as a sailor. It's not really what I'm good at.
Well, he gave you a blue coat and took from you a sailor's life. You are a servant now. A servant at sea, but a servant nonetheless.
So which one is better, guys? A sailor or a servant? A blue coat or without a blue coat?
What does a servant do, you ask me?
Yeah.
He cleans and he cooks, of course. But aboard a ship like the Herald, he also has the duty of recreating a little piece of the Protectorate for our dear passengers. Lest they forget they're still part of it.
I have to clean wearing a blue coat. That's not a cleaning outfit, guys. The blue coat. I cannot clean with a blue coat. Okay, what else? A steward. Not
I
a
was
servant.
told by the captain that I was promoted to steward.
It's not the same as a servant.
Promoted to steward, demoted to servant, same difference.
Demoted? Really?
Learn to speak the language of a posh protectorian, Devon. You are definitely going to need that skill, being a steward and all. No, time to get to business.
What do you want me to do?
This here is Danielle, my sous chef. And he has prepared luncheon for the passengers this morning.
Hello, Devon. Pleased to meet you.
Hello, Daniel.
So for your first task, would you be so kind as to serve Lady Tabitha and Senator Morton their grub in the dining saloon?
Oh, serving the important people, guys. This is our chance. I would do my best. Ask him to introduce himself. That is a bit rude.
I'll do my best, Mr. Oberton. I'll make sure our guests are well looked after.
Yeah. Important to sound reassuring.
I'm sure you will, Devon. And please just call me Undra.
Yes, Sundra.
Now, remember to return here after you're done so I can give you your next assignment.
Wow, this is a side quest, guys. It's like we're playing role-playing game, doing side quests. Okay, so that's the tray. That's the food tray. It looks delicious.
The dining tray contained the food for Lady Tabitha and Mr. Morton.
I see a steak, a pie, pumpkin pie with filling, orange slices, an oyster, and some green vegetables. Looks nice. The grub is well made. It looks nice. Alright, I talk to them again. You better not test Undra's patience. Okay,
The
let's get
most
going.
prominent thing about the galley was its giant stove. 4 burners and 2 ovens. Quite lavish for a merchant ship. Traces of cornflour and butter covered the roller. The smell of butterscotch betrayed its recent use. Undra had made his special treats again. Several rolls made by Undra lay untouched on the cutting board. Most likely they were made with the finest grains from Capital Farms.
I love bread rolls, guys. I love bread. I am a bread lover. Just bought 10 rolls the other day. Safeway.
A lone onion lay lost on the worktop. The mere sight of it almost made me cry. The few herbs I could find in the galley were often dried and stale. Bruising them with the grinder usually helped to return some of their flavor.
Oh. Is that the Is that the trick? Refresh the herbs? Oh, interesting.
On the counter lay a giant hunk of prosciutto from the province of Italy. Like the people from that province, it's rather salty, but in a delightful way.
Prosciutto. Is that ham? Looks like ham. Prosciutto.
Little bits of food were still stuck on the inside of the pan. It seemed like Danielle had been in a rush when he washed the dishes.
Disgusting.
Fresh produce was rare aboard the Herald, but carrots stay good for quite some time when kept high and dry. Alas, the galley did not provide such conditions.
Gluten travels. So that's ham? Okay.
Rice from the colonies is a staple aboard Protectorate ships. It's easy to transport and high in energy, even though rice alone won't really nourish you.
I hope the lady and the senator won't mind me clicking on every single thing. Ooh, more bread rolls here, guys. Delicious.
The tin plates we ate off gave a metallic taste to all the food that had touched them. It couldn't be healthy.
And hope you guys won't mind me clicking on every single item. That's how I play adventure games. I always click on every single thing. Examine every single thing.
The large tankards we drank from could be found sitting around on trays everywhere. Not very surprising, since drinking is a sailor's favorite pastime.
Okay, I think we should head to the dining hall now. Yes, there's a lawn. It has been unlocked. We're going up, guys.